Hello everybody, welcome back to Rune Dice. Last time we had a good run with Cassius Holy War, or if it wasn't him, it was, it was him. Played Judgment Die 100 times to get the last guy, and we're up to level 5 there, but who else can we go to? Level 4, level 5, level 5, level 3, the Bards. Alright, time to get the Bards going. Encore die. First enemy die value magical direct. After activating, this die returns to the field with +1 value instead of being consumed. Max value of 5. Well, that should be interesting if we can get a lot of that going into a classic run. And I think either we got to the end or we won with a 20. So let's take it down to 19 this time. And we'll start ticking down as we get more victories. How about that? I do want to do the mini bosses if I can help it. And what is this other effect we have? Mockery. Reduces attack by 1 per mockery. Okay. How do you not touch? Incredibly rude. That will get through them both, though. No, it won't. I was wrong. Let it be heard here. I guess we just take a life rune as a med kit to carry with us. Not bad. It's a shame that one's all the way back there, because if I could hit it, we could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that would be great. Alas, not. Upgrade hammer, though. Very nice. Alright, let's upgrade an encore to start it slightly higher. Obviously, it can't go higher than 5 total, so we're told. I can't believe they didn't touch. Inspiration. Also grants 1 inspiration stack on hero per merge. Duplicate the effect of 1 merge, then decrease by 1. Okie dokie. Right, let's get that out. Healing aura heals allies for 3. Well, at least we should be able to snooker 2 of those together. But we are getting hurt quite quickly. Ow. Does nothing ever touch when I really need it to? Alright, let's take an inspiration die larger. At least we get through the big guy. I really need the life. $10 damage. I don't think we're making that in a single turn. Oh, we just might. I think it's got to be Triumph Elixir for 10 HP healing every combat. Unfortunately, not that combat. But we're getting some reasonable shots off. Why are you raged? Oh, your health is like impacted. That's not really a bother. Thank goodness we did make that touch. And a mockery die. Okay. I don't know that we're going to get a great deal done here. One to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 is not super strong. If I can get those 2 5s to touch, I'd call that a win. I will take that. Let's go bigger on the inspiration, leave room for the encores. And I'll take a 4 on mockery as well. And how is our dice selection looking? We could do with another 2. And up to max health is lovely. Right, let's do this south path here. Oh. Alright, it's slightly better. There's a 5 in the corner. I would like it. We can definitely get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not quite the round, but it's pretty close. Oh, it is, because the explosion did the extra 5 or something. Rally. Each direct attack gains bonus damage equal to current rally, then reduces by 1. Alright. Some very light shopping. When encore die kills an enemy, grant 3 rally to the hero. Sure. We got very little else to be comprehending here. Big guy at the back. Are you summoning? Yeah, you're summoning more guys. That's such a loud sound effect, is it not? Feels like a really loud sound effect. Do, 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 do. Okay, last shot before the field refresh. Ah. Okay, I definitely want the 4. Very nice. We're lacking 1s, 2 2s, 2 3s, 2 4s. I guess I'll take another 4 because the encore dice can come back and be larger than they started as, which is certainly something to work with. God, the physics is so rude sometimes. think we're going to be okay. We should be able to cut these guys down before they get to us. Give me the healing because we are lacking the lower numbers right now. And that'll do it. Anytime I get out of an encounter at full health, I'm very happy. I think I will take the quick reset. Thanks so much. Is that quick reset for 2 now? No. I thought we unlocked it where that was removed and we were upping by 2. Plus 3 dice value. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do that. And such, we can get pretty good chains with everything that's currently on the board. It's not how I wanted it to go, but it could certainly have been worse. Very happy with that. Beautiful. I will take another encore die. And I think we're just going to go for this mini boss here. Great start. Right, I'm hoping we get to this 5 over here. We can. We're not going to make it to the 6. Almost certainly it's too far. Now we can start stomping on the guys at the back. Wanted to make sure I was in range of one of the 3s. So if we could make a 6 on the board at some point, I'd be very happy about it. Up to 10 dice of our 19 so far. I'm very happy with that opening move. Let's take rally up so we can increase our damage output. Nice and tighten it in the center. Well, would have been nice if the 7's touched, but we really did not need it. Rerolls cost half as much. Yeah, sure. Since we're back at the shop, enemies with Mockery take 50% more damage from direct attacks. Would have been nice. We could try and sell something to get there. But I don't love reducing our number of dice. So give me a 3. Give me a 1. Give me a 1 bomb. And it's the pig. Damn. Right. I need another 5 over there. All that explosion for nothing. Oops. Alright, I really need this guy to be dead faster. Like a lot faster. There's just so many guys at the back. Like, sure, he's dead, but there's so much incoming damage every turn right now. We must have a heal on board somewhere. Not worth it. Not worth it at all. Honestly, the mockery is doing a good amount of work for us here. In just keeping us slightly more alive. Okay. Encore die return to the field with a maximum value of 7 instead of 5. When you gain rally, deal damage equal to the rally gained to a random enemy. We got some good rally dice. Encore dice not nearly as big, but the idea of going really big on them seems more interesting to me. Right, I need some safe encounters and some health. Let's go this way. We can go to the Jester and then onwards. These dice have a vendetta against me. I'm sure of it. Alright, if we can get out of a few encounters like that in relative safety, we can just heal up the 10s from our relic. Love that for me. Hit that, ghost 3s into 4s. I say we came out of that pretty well. I would indeed. 4 into a 5, 2 into a 3, 1 into a 2. Let's do the 1 into the 2. Give me a 3. Whole bunch of healing. I'll do a 3 into a 4. Alright, I'd say that went wonderfully. And we should get through that poison relatively risk-free. Dice merges are larger. Mockery die prioritize ranged enemies when applying mockery attacks. Yeah, I'll take that. The more tools we have, the better. Oh, it's the sand. Pretty good opening turn. I'll take a bomb on 3. Damn. It's really not going how I wanted it to. Alright, we need to find 32 damage fast. There's 5. Alright, we turned that around very nicely. And then did humongous biffs. But we're alright, we got all of our health. Reduce all incoming damage by 1, yes. Right, now which direction? I'm gonna go to this chest and then hang a right on the path, I think. Well, it's not the explosion I wanted, but it's the explosion I got. Terrible. Just terrible. Oh my god. Be better. There's no way that should be balanced on there. At all. I'm going to take the HP on that one, I think. Oh, it's a mimic. That's half a mimic down. More than half a mimic. And that's the rest. Mockery on 5. And then we don't have much money for the shop, so we'll go this side. I'm hoping this explosion triggers that explosion on 3s. It did! Lovely. Give me treasure. A fly has entered the room. I hope it finds its way back outside nice and peacefully. There's no good shot over there, is there? There's no good shot over here either. Awful. Horrendous. Well, the mimicry is really keeping us safe right now, which is nice. Just like 1 damage here, 1 damage there. Very little to worry about on that front. I'll take another bomb. Right, I want that 6. Terrible. Much better. I would love to see a build where we just get a really strong bomb early in the round and then go to a bunch of the ritual stands that let you copy dice and just copy an extraordinate number of bomb dice into the bag. That feels like it would be very fun. You quite done there? 6. Really having a good think about it. Amazing. What a chain. I'd love the gold if I could. I cannot. I can. That was very quick. Alright, we are getting very strong now. That puts us at 20 dice. We can only throw 19, so we could sell a spare soon. I'll take a bomb on 4, though. Like, we got such a mishmash of dice in general. I've got no problem with just kind of having more available and seeing what happens to spawn on any given moment. How did we get so many ones during that? That was very poor. Refresh me. We're not actually going to get this hammer. We were too big in our stack of combinations. Restores 1 HP for each time a class die activates. Duplicates the thing if ones are thrown, or... We could sell these ones and start throwing 2s. That could be very viable. That was a lot going on, and I'm totally here for it. Don't need the health, I guess. A fortune rune may do us some good down the line. So we're going to sell these ones. And that puts us at 33. Gain 1 coin each time the field refreshes. Reduce the number of turns until the table reset. But okay, this replaces this. I see. While you have both inspiration and rally active, reduce all incoming direct damage by 1. Rally and inspiration. This is rally. This is inspiration. We've only got 1 inspiration die out of a lot of them. So let's turn the table over really fast and give me the extra life. Regen, and we can't see what the dice are. Sure. Just gonna start there. Surprisingly, not many of their dice in this queue, which is very nice. If we just don't give them any regen, we should be fine. Even then, looks like we're still fine. Bard is crushing it. The double loot. Enemies to Mockery take 50% more damage. And a 6 Mockery. Yeah. Who's the boss? I think it's just our dice and no other dice, which should be hopefully okay. I don't see these moths being anything approaching a problem. Not when we have dice aplenty. Give me the money, because I don't really care about those runes in particular. +2 up to 9. We could take one of our 5s up to a 7. Nice. Unfortunately, the 6 and the 7 spawned about as far apart as they possibly can. But just getting the sea of different effects going on the enemies seems to be doing a huge amount of good for us. And those big dice sure do add up quickly. And a free treat just for me. Ooh, 2 shockwave runes. You don't say. We're 1 dice over on our needs right now. I think we could lose that guy. Honestly, an amplify rune could do interesting things down the line. Case in point. Yeah, I'd say that's gone pretty well. That one, less so. But we're very nearly through this already. In fact, we are through this. Oh, I will take a spring coil. Be good for our 6s and 7s. And then chest me. It's another mimic. Amazing. Get wrecked, Mimic. Can you imagine if we skip for 10? Yeah, right. If we were getting 1 gold for all of these spare dice every time, we'd be rolling in it. Alright, upgrade hammer over there. Both of the regen guys at the front just getting completely destroyed. Are we going to get another turn? Yes, just about. Just enough to get the upgrade hammer. 2s, 3s, 4s. Nothing there that really makes me happy. I will do that for the finale. Oh, we've still got a ways to go yet. Inspo die. What's that? Coin of fortune. At the start of each turn, if you have inspiration on hero, gain a coin. Sure. We're probably not going to get that 21 back from inspiration, but who knows, eh? Absolutely massive. Could call it humongous. Don't fall into that trap. Right, another upgrade hammer. I'll take an encore to 6. The more giant stuff on the board, the better at this point, I think. Not as good as I'd like, but not terrible. Alright, I need... Oh, well. The reset gonna ruin my plan. There's just so many dice in this corner. Well, I swear there was a big guy just here a second ago that just apparently evaporated. I'm fine with that. Right, last couple of encounters. Let's do this guy. +3 dice value. Well, we don't have an 8 on the board right now, so a 5, 6, 7, 8. We've only got 2 5s, but there it is. Right. I'd say that's going all right. Alright, by the time we heal at the end of this round, we should be on for getting into the finale on full health, which is nice. There's so many dice that largely, if you just shoot into a good number of dice, you're going to come out with great results. 24 gold. I will take the shop. I could use the 2 shockwave runes at the Jester, but I'd rather have the shockwave runes in the finale. tuning fork. Mockery die also applies 1 freeze to the target. Yeah. Great. And one of those. Sure. Can't take it with us, right? Yeah, so it's just our dice here, which we did kind of prepare for by bringing in 2s and all the rest. Let's start with this. Well, they didn't touch at all. I don't think that freeze is helping very much. At least the field refreshes very efficiently. We just get a new field every turn. That's intriguing. Okay, interesting. I'm going to just take those in. That didn't go as planned. It's hard to make plans work when there's not nearly as much stuff on the board. Right. But these guys doing 1-2 damage apiece is not going to be a problem for the long term, I think, which is good. Where did this guy go? I swear I didn't do enough damage to wipe him out all at once. Oh, it's probably because we have so much rally. Our attacks are actually doing huge numbers that I'm not seeing on the dice, but it's happening in the back end. Of course. Yeah, we're doing like 11 a pop. Crushed it. Throwing die booster 2 replaces throwing die with value 2 to value 3, replaces the basic relic. Win a classic run with the throwing die booster relic. Tara's Kobzar. New Bard class level. Jester's Cap. When an enemy is defeated, applies 1 mockery to a random enemy. Bard class level. Alright, we crushed it with Bard. So, this guy. Mockery, Inspiration, and Rally. And they both now start with the Jester's Cap. That's good fun for now. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.